up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Impactful Living Podcast, where we impact the masses. So, in today's podcast, we are going to be speaking about how to change your life before 2023. Right, guys? So, I just want to kind of go over this because I think it's so important that we discuss this topic as we start to enter into the new year. So you may feel like you've made some bad decisions, that you've lost trust with yourself because you said that you were going to do something, but you didn't show up for yourself. But guess what? It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because next year is going to be different, because you're not going to wait until January 1st to start making those changes. We've all been there, right? We've all had New Year's resolutions and we said that we were going to accomplish certain goals and we fell short. Why? Because either we didn't plan or just life happens. But what I want this time around to be different than the other times for you, right? So you can start now. Guys, we can start now for those changes. A lot can change in a couple of weeks. Can you believe we're in November already? Like, I'm still shocked about that. Like, I can't believe it. So, before we get started, you guys already know my second half, my right hand. He's not here today. He's actually with his family. He had a family emergency. So, please keep him and his family in your prayers because there's a lot going on. And so, I just wanted to acknowledge that. But also, we were talking about just making those changes now. So, what I want to talk about is ways to finish out the year, what you can do now to make those changes. So, let me know if you're in the building, if you're tuning in, and where you're tuning in from. I love to know exactly where everybody's at. Let me pull it up just so I can see all your comments as you guys come in here today. Perfect. There we go. So, the first one is what I want you guys to do, and even for myself, right, is to forgive yourself for your shortcomings. We need to forgive ourselves because we're not perfect. There's only one perfect person that I ever know that walked this earth, and we're not it. We're going to fall short. Tell me if you said you were going to start a business and you didn't do it, right? You said you were going to start your YouTube channel. I get a lot of those, but you didn't do it. Another year went by. So many people say, you know what? I'm going to work out. I'm going to exercise. You start, but then you don't finish. You don't get to the goal because you gave up too soon. We said, you know what? This year is going to be different. We're not going to spend so much money. We're going to save our money, right? We're going to save our money and we're going to put it in investments, and we're going to buy investments properties, and we're going to, do all of this. Did you get that home yet? Did you get that first investment property yet? What did you do? Right? So I want you guys to forgive yourself for that. So apologizing to yourself is okay. And I feel like mental health matters. We have to be okay. In order for us to succeed in life, we got to be right here. And we need to learn to apologize, not just to other people, but to ourselves because we didn't accomplish those goals that we set out to. I apologize to myself, right? There's things that I said that I was going to do and I fell short, or maybe I gave up on too quickly. But those are excuses. I gave myself excuses. And this is why I'm going over this, because some of this even relates to me. I'm not just speaking to give you guys tips. These are things that I have learned throughout the year. And then I've realized it's okay. I told myself that I was going to show up on certain days on my YouTube channel, and I didn't because I was tired or I had stuff going on in my life. And I forgave myself. And my community forgave me as well, too, and I let it be known. So I just want you guys, that's the first thing I want you guys to do is forgive yourself for your shortcomings because you're not perfect. Okay. So the second thing is, I want you guys to dig deep into your shortcomings. We have to figure out why we fell short in this year, why we didn't accomplish those goals, why we didn't save that money, why didn't we get that house? Like, what were the reasons why? So, the best thing to do is possibly just get a notebook, right? I am a big journaler. You guys already know that. I have my journals on Amazon and I like write. I go through journals like crazy because I'm constantly writing. I feel like if you write it, you could feel it, things happen. And you need to figure out, like, why did you fall short, right? Because you need to know what you did wrong this year so you can improve next year. We can't keep making the same mistakes. We can't keep saying that we want to accomplish certain things and we don't get them. We don't hit our goals. Like, what is the reason why? Like, we keep making excuses after excuses. So what we're going to do, we're going to write them down. We're going to figure out and then we're going to work towards fixing that because next year is not going to be the same because we're making those changes now. You know what I mean? Like, why didn't you, like, for those that are on, have similar situations like myself, like, why didn't you get yourself on the kidney transplant list? Why didn't you lose the weight? Why didn't you eat properly? Like, I just want us to really dig deep mentally to why, because sometimes it's more than just, oh, life. It could be just your personality. It could just be who you are. I personally just took a test online. It's called like the DISC test to figure out who I am and why I operate the way that I operate. And I found out that I was a C category, which is clarity, right? I'm the type of person that needs to know this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I need to write it out. I need structure in my life. And I realized that's why I plan my everything I do. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm like a huge planner. Like, I have a calendar, but I also time block what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. Like, I need to know the little details of every little thing, but everybody's personality is not like that. Like, I'm just that type of person. I do like to take risks and I do like to try, but I need to know this is how I'm going to do it. You guys follow me? Comment below and let me know if you understand like what I'm talking about today, because I just think that you need to figure out what your shortcomings are. So the third thing is I want you to create a vision board. If it's an actual vision board, or if it's a vision board on your computer screen for you to look at, or just one on your phone, there's apps, there's tons of things out there. You can use Canva, and you can just create what you want. What do you want your life to look like? Like, you need to take a moment. Take some time out just by yourself, no kids, no spouse, nobody. Like, what do you want for yourself? Who are you? As we progress and things happen in our lives, sometimes you have death, sometimes you have illnesses, sometimes you just have certain things, and it takes you into this like roller coaster of life. But I don't want you to forget who you are and what makes you you. And for me, like, I'm a huge advocate in making a vision board because it's something that you look forward to. These are goals that you want to accomplish for yourself. There's no better feeling in your life than knowing that you've accomplished certain goals that you set out to accomplish, right? And so on my vision board, I wanted to meet like more people. I wanted to get out. I wanted to network more. And I feel like I definitely hit that. Like, I became this social butterfly. Like, you guys know, I love talking on like online and on the cameras and stuff like that, but I wanted more in-person interaction. And that's what I'm starting to do more. I'm starting to put myself out. You guys, if you guys don't know, I'm the new basketball coach for the little kids. Like, that's putting myself out there, right? And I'm trying new things and I'm doing new things and surrounding myself with different types of people, because those type of people, you don't know who you're interacting with and where they can take you in life, right? So if you create a vision board, you say, you know what? This is where I want to go. This is what I want to look like. This is what I want to dress like. This is how I want to be. It will happen because now you're writing it down in your notebook. You're seeing it constantly. You're speaking it. You're asking God or your higher being, whatever it is, for what you want. So you got to create that vision board just so you know where you want to go. Like, none of this is going to work if you have no vision. You have to have a vision of where you want your life to be. Do you want to be healed? Do you want a certain type of body? Like, for me, I have a picture of what I want my body to look like, right? And so I look at that and I'm like, man, I need to get up. I need to stop eating those chips, or I need to, go drink some more water. I need to exercise. There's certain things that I'm trying to say, like, this is what I want. But I don't only make a vision for myself. It's also for my family as well, too. Include your family into this. Make it a family fun activity. What does the kids want? Because the kids matter just as well. It's not about just you, but it's about your whole family, your network. Like, does the kids want to go somewhere? Do they want to travel? What do they want to aspire? just as well. So kind of combine everything just so you have your goals of where you're trying to go in life. So the next one I would say is pick a small task that's impactful, right? You had that. This is a shameless plug. That's impactful for your life that you could finish before the end of the year. And the reason why I want you to do something small, because if you do something too big, you may not accomplish it and you may not accomplish it and then you feel like you failed. That's not the purpose of this plan. The purpose of this plan is to make you feel encouraged, to make you feel good, right? Like you accomplished something that you had set out to accomplish maybe for the next year or whatnot, but you're starting to work on it now. So for me, I told myself that I wanted to work towards, getting my channel, my YouTube channel to be monetized and to be able to sell merch and to do certain things. So I worked really hard to get there. And now I have my own merch on YouTube, right? And so I came out my own hoodies, I did my own stuff, but I didn't wait to say till January 1st, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start, I'll just wait till January 1st. No, I started now. Why put off something that you could do right now for tomorrow? Like I don't understand that. Like if we know that we can do something today to make an impact, if you could take a certain class or if you could, make whatever phone call, do whatever you need to do right now, guys. Like tomorrow is not promised, right? If you know that you want to make a trip, you want to plan that trip right now. Don't wait till the new year. I don't care if you got to go make payment plans, figure it out. But plan what you need to plan for right now because you think you wake up every day that you're going to be here. Your parents are going to be here. Your kids are going to be here. Life happens. Shit happens, right? They may not be here. So while you have the opportunity to maybe go home for the holidays, to love up on your loved ones, do that because tomorrow's not promised, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. Just pick a small task. If it's you going to get your LLC, go get your LLC. Go get that EIN. Go get that business bank account. Work on your personal credit. Why put off till January when you could start working on your personal credit right now? Do the necessary things that's going to impact your life in a positive manner, right? I'm all about creating things or doing things that's going to get you to that next level. So the next one I want to talk about is remove people or things that no longer serve you. What we're not going to do is bring in old baggage. What we're not going to do is just accept people's crap or have the toxic people in our life. We're dropping them to the waistline. We're done, right? We say that every year, but you still allow those people to be in your life. You're still in that relationship, and that person is abusing you or hurting you or just not treating you the way that you need to. You're still allowing certain things in your life. But what you're going to do is forgive yourself for that. You're going to dig deep and figure out why. And you're going to figure out a vision of what you want your life to look like. And we're going to remove those people or remove those things, right? You got clothes in your closet probably since high school, college. Why? Why are you being a hoarder? Why you keep bringing the old baggage into the new year? I just don't understand that. So let me go ahead. I actually have some comments. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I was just rambling because I was feeling it today. And so let me just acknowledge some people. So I have Julia Lawrenceville in the house. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I just want to tell you guys, I love that you guys have been supporting Impactful Living Podcast. We created the podcast not for us, but for you guys. And whatever topics and discussions you want to have, you let us know. And we're here to bring that to you, right? Jason Brown tuning in from Atlanta. Whoop, appreciate that. So Julia said, forgiving yourself is essential to your personal growth. I completely agree with you on that. We have to forgive ourselves. How else are we going to grow? We can't stay in the same box. We need to say, you know what? I accept it. I apologize. I was wrong, or I forgive myself and I'm going to make those changes. When you forgive yourself and you say you're going to make the changes, I think that's where the real growth starts to happen. So I completely agree with that. Kyle says self assessment and development is a daily habit. Kyle, I wish more people will actually do that, right? We need to check ourselves at the door. And that's in anything at life. We need to check ourselves and figure out, like, is this working for us? Should we be doing this? Should we be saying this? Should we be acting in this kind of manner? Because the little things that you do today And especially if you recognize it right away, can be such an impact in your life. So we have Jason Brown. That's real though. Fell short a couple of areas and never took time to go over them. And that's the thing. We don't take time, but we need to take time to go over those shortcomings of why. Because how else are you going to know? How else are you going to know that you've messed up? How else are you going to know that, you need to make certain types of changes unless you do some self reflection? Like you realize, you know what? I'm still here. Why am I still in the same position? Like I told myself I was going to get out of this position last year, but I'm still here this year. So we need to do some self reflection so we don't have to bring the same baggage into the new year. Let's see what we have here. I did do a vision board. Awesome. I'm big into that. I'm so happy that you did do that. Crazy how some things happen on it and I wasn't even paying attention to it. And that's the best part about it because when you do a vision board, it's not to say that you necessarily have to go and look at it every single day. It's working. It's working for you. Sorry, guys, I got to get a sip of water because I'm thirsty. Because you put it out in the ozone, you put it out in the universe. And so things are going to magically happen. Like there's times that I'll go back. I have two vision boards, one upstairs, one downstairs. And I'll go back and I'll be like, oh, damn, when did this even happen? I didn't even realize that this happened. And there's some stuff that's on my vision board that I keep there because I want a reminder like, even though I accomplished this, I need to keep to that level, to that standard. So that's awesome. Let's see. Love the hoodie. How do I get one of these? Thank you. So this is my new hoodie that is on our YouTube channel. It's also in the link in my bio. So we have a bunch of different variations. This is just one with the Impactful Living logo. We do have one with the microphone, a bunch of different variations. You can change the color of the hoodie. I like white. It fits my background. I just love it. So, you guys, I'm loving my hoodie. And we have t-shirts, mugs, like a whole bunch of different varieties. So you could go ahead and check that out. The link is in my bio, or you can find it on my YouTube channel as well too. So we do have P Teach says working towards a plant-based eating plan for next year. And that's awesome, right? Like I say, make those necessary steps right now. So if you already like eat meat and you're not plant-based, maybe cut down, right? Maybe eat meat once or twice out of the week. Maybe just change little things now so when the new year does start, it's like you're already started. You're not saying, "Oh, I'm waiting until January 1st to make those changes." No, you already implemented it. So it's easier. So you're walking into the new year like, "Hey, I'm already brand new because I already started these changes." So I love the fact that you guys are already implementing some of these and you already have that mindset because that's where it starts. Like little bit of action today can get you so far. Like your whole life can change drastically by the new year if you just start now, right? Start creating a plan. I don't know if you're a clarity person like me, but I suggest that you do take that test so you figure out your personality and who you are. Again, I write everything down. I know where I want to be. I know what I have to do. And maybe that's something that I want to go over. Maybe that's something I should do. You guys want to see how I plan out like my life? Let me know, comment below if you want to know like how I do that because I do like everything in blocks, like a 12-week plan. And I try to crunch as much as I can get done and I figure out daily goals and what I got to do. If that is something that you guys are interested in, I would most definitely come back on a different podcast and we can talk about that as well too. So the other one that I want to talk about after removing, all the toxic people and all the items that no longer serve us is celebrating your wins. I want everybody to start celebrating your wins, no matter how big or how small it is, because I feel like that encourages us. Right. So if you go ahead and you say you want to get a house and you go to the bank and you get pre approved, I want you to go celebrate, right? I want you to pop a little something. I want you to celebrate. That's the first step. Toast. Cheers to you, right? If you lose your first 10 pounds, I want you to go get yourself a new outfit, girl or guy. I want you to feel good about yourself, right? I want you to just start doing things. It doesn't matter how small it is. or how big it is. Celebrate all the wins because you deserve it. You worked hard. You did things that most people will not do on a daily basis. Like a lot of people are not even celebrating. They think it's I just, it's just something else. That's why they don't have no enthusiasm. That's why they're not getting far because they're not celebrating. They're not like this is something for me to celebrate, right? So I've been celebrating. Shoot, I've been treating myself to things. I've been doing stuff because I'm actually getting certain goals accomplished. And sometimes you may not feel like you are where you want to be, but you're a whole lot better than a lot of people. And I need you to realize that because you woke up this morning. Right? That's the first thing. You woke up. You got another opportunity. Right? So I'm celebrating just waking up. I'm praising the Lord just for getting me up this morning. But just again, start celebrating those wins. I don't care if they're small, they're big. Write them down. When you attach, you know what? This is what I want you guys to do. If you accomplish something, make a list of the things that you want to do. And then I want you to attach how you're going to celebrate. How are you going to celebrate when you get that new house? How are you going to celebrate when you lose 10 pounds? How are you going to celebrate when you get that new kidney transplant, right? How are you going to celebrate your wins? I think there's so much going on in the world right now that we're getting clouded. We're not seeing certain things because all we're seeing is the negativity, right? The stock market is tanking. People's 401ks are going out the window. People are losing family members to illnesses and sicknesses. And, we got so much negativity going on as we're entering the end of this year. I don't know what it is, but everything seems to be a cloud. I'm talking about this and I'm looking outside my window and it's getting dark like it's about to pour. I know people that are in Florida that have lost their house, that have lost everything that they had to their name. I mean, everything, right? So there is a lot of negativity. There is a cloud over, but there's sunshine on the other side of that. We just have to see it. You just have to be that person to see the good in the bad. And I've always been like that. Even when I'm sick and I'm down, I'm always smiling, right? Because I got life. There's no matter how hard life gets, you still got an opportunity to change your life. You still have an opportunity. You're still here, guys. So that is what I wanted to come on. I wanted you guys to start implementing those changes today so we can have a successful new year. We're not going to be like the rest. We're not going to be like the crowd. We're not going to wait till January 1st to make those changes. We're making those changes to now because we know better. And when you know better, you do better, right? Am I right or am I wrong? When you know better, you do better. And so you're going to make those changes today. And if you guys got a comment below, just let me know what are some of the changes that you're going to start to implement for yourself. Like, I want to be here to support you guys. I'm all about serving the community, the masses as much as possible. If there's information that you guys need to help you get to that next level, DM me. DM my husband, whatever it may be. But you have people in your corner that love and support you, but you're not using the people. You're not asking for the help. And that's where a lot of people fail, is because you don't ask for help. You don't ask for people to support you. You don't ask for people to, if you need help, we have to start asking for help. Right? I had a big thing with asking for help with my children. Now I ask for help. I call my bestie. I'm like, hey, can you watch the kids for me? Or I got this appointment. Or I got that. I used to just kind of figure it out. I don't got time to figure it out. We try to make moves. I know that date night is important to my husband and I. So what do? I plan it out. I find a babysitter. I do things to make me happy because that's what it's about. It's about making ourselves happy. We're in the next year. I want everybody's life to transform because we walking in happy. We walking in good, guys. So that was just something quick. I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to tell you about the changes that we're going to start to make today. So if you guys have any other questions, I want you guys to comment below. Let me know. And I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Impactful Living Podcast. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care. it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love.